All opinions and comments expressed by the hosts and guests of this podcast are solely those of the individual speakers and do not represent the views or positions of any theater or theatrical organization with which they may be affiliated. Welcome to the ACT Podcast, Actors Creating Together, a podcast dedicated to theater here in the South Texas area. And now, here are your hosts, Jessica, Cameron, and Mario.
Hey guys, we're back again for episode 9. We're Jessica and Cameron. How you doing, guys?
Hello.
I'm doing good.
We took a little bit of time. Yeah, we took a little time off just to relax. We had a lot of shows back to back, and life happens, and we just had to do things. Of course, it's holidays coming up, so that kind of takes a lot of our time as well.
Oh yeah.
So we do have an interview with Mariah Treadwell, and she is the
Assistant director to Elf.
Right.
Yes. And they're completely sold. They've been sold out. They did open up.
Yeah, we sold out before the run even started, which was a surprise to us.
And then 3 shows were added.
3 shows were added.
And they sold out fast.
Yeah, our Sunday matinees, they sold out quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to see that theater back on
Yeah.
a show other than Rocky, but it was great.
Yeah.
People were anticipating that show because I don't think it's been done in Corpus. Am I correct?
Elf?
Elf?
Yeah, it's never been done in Corpus.
So it was one of those things. People know it. They love the show. I loved it. I've already seen it like 3 times, and it's great. So
My favorite song by far, I don't know the name of it, but it's when all the Santas
Nobody cares about Santa Claus.
Yes. Such a great scene. I loved it. Great song. Lots of fun. That's my favorite.
That dance is very fun to perform. It's overall fun, and it's very funny too.
Yeah, it is. It's really funny. And Mario, your son opens that with a solo, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sings, and that's his first show. So yeah, he opens up the song, and he really enjoys it. Looks forward to that part.
And a round of applause to Cameron.
Cameron's in that part.
A round of applause.
So yeah, they have a really good time, and I think every time I see it, it gets better and better. So
lots of fun.
But it's fun. So if you haven't seen it and don't have tickets, well, sorry.
Too bad.
Sorry, but if you have tickets, make sure to go.
And actually, this past Sunday, we decided on a silly sock Santa Sunday, so all the Santas will wear silly socks for the Santa dance.
So yeah, my son was telling me about that. Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
To do. Okay, so we will have Mariah here in a minute, but we're going to talk about some stuff. Our topic of the day, this episode anyway, for that matter. Balancing day jobs and curtain calls. How community actors juggle rehearsals, family, and full-time careers.
It's hard.
It is. It's very hard.
Worth it.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that 3 or 4 years ago, but I'll say it now. It is getting a little harder for me. I'm a little older, but it's, my kids are already grown up and not at home for high school and stuff like that.
So much easier when the kids are grown.
They can do their own thing.
So much easier when the kids are grown, yeah. Otherwise, like for my situation, it was me taking the kids to the theater, and my entire life was revolving around being theater mom. Now that they're old enough to take care of themselves, and I'm able to be more involved in it as me being involved in it, not just mom being involved. Geez, Maurice, the hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, I work 40-hour work shift, and then I want to direct at night, and it's a lot.
It is when you have a show, especially like when you had your show when you were assistant director, the Shakespeare show.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that. How did you juggle?
Oh,
especially having to go on Monday through Thursdays and rehearse right after.
Yeah. We rehearsed 4 days a week, and it's a matter of get done with. Thankfully, I work from home, so it's no commute to have to go straight from work to home. It's a little bit easier, but making sure you have food, grabbing food, eating, and then spending the next 4 or 5 hours. And as assistant director, I'm getting there 30 minutes to an hour early to do costumes and arrange things or prep whatever. So, and I've mentioned this in a previous podcast, it's how I relax. It's my brain rot. Yes, it takes energy. Yes, it takes thought, and it's not easy to do, but it's what brings me joy. And anything that brings you joy, is it really work?
True.
So anyway, so that's during rehearsals, just that food was the hardest part, in my opinion. Getting dinner, we did a lot of eat out, a lot of Subway with coupons, a lot of Taco Bell, because there's a Subway and a Taco Bell right there.
Oh yeah.
Or Stripes Tacos is another one right there. So a lot of eating that. But the other part that I think I'd mention is Tech Week. Using my own PTO hours, 40 hours of PTO the week of opening, just to make sure everything is where it needs to be. Everything's painted, all the costumes are there. A lot of hard work, and I can't imagine not taking work that week. There's no way my brain would be able to focus on my day job. There's no possible way. My brain would be, if I tried to work my 8 to 5, they're paying me to do nothing because my brain would not be there. So hence 40-hour work week, take PTO and dedicate my entire life to being at that theater 18 hours a day. But that's, I don't know, that's sort of how I balance it, is that it brings me joy so it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Karen, I know your situation is a little different. So how do you manage your job and
So I recently got a new job in July.
Mhm.
So from when I did Christmas Story, West Side Story, I basically went from school to work and then from work to rehearsal. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it wore me out a little bit, and then I got into a routine of everything. So from work I'd go to Whataburger, or I'd go to my house really quick because I would meal prep. I learned to meal prep before, and that way I don't waste time making a late dinner.
Smart.
Yeah. And then now with this
Too lazy for that.
yeah,
And then now with this new job, I can't really do back-to-back shows anymore. But I am able to go from either work to home to relax a little bit, or I go from work to rehearsal. But I'm still able to like run home really quick and get like a quick meal prep. Just take me to the theater or eat in my car before rehearsal.
But also, where you work offers amazing quick meals.
That is very true, but the thing is, I want to save money. And yes, I do get a discount. I do get a discount, but I love to cook, and the meals I make myself are very delicious and nutritious. So
you know what's in your stuff, right? You put
yeah, I know some of my stuff for real. Like exactly, like I know some of my stuff. But yeah, I just go home, get a quick meal, and then like go to rehearsal or a show, if anything.
It's hard.
Yeah, at least with my job, I have no work on the weekends. I don't like, when you work on the weekend, that makes it even more difficult and stressful, I would think. But it's, again, that it's what you do for relaxation in a sense. You know, it's what you love to do, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's your fun and joy. So
In a way, it just that alone allows me to shut off my brain. I know you have to like read lines and think about like the block and everything, but it just allows me to shut off my brain and just like have fun, like get away from work and everything else that's causing me stress.
I think we've mentioned that before, like the love of theater is being able to escape.
Yeah.
When you're a character on stage and you truly put everything into that character and you become them, you're getting to leave your reality for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've heard so many people talk about that's what drew them to the stage when they were middle school, high school,
Mhm.
especially those emo stages that we all go through, wanting to escape your reality. Teenage hormones suck.
Or without a
Yeah.
doubt.
And the strife you go through, I think we all go through it as teenagers.
Oh yeah.
And also, like, it's fun getting to meet different people in the theater community,
Mhm.
whether it's like high school theater or like around like local theaters. It's very fun to meet new people, make new friends, let them become a part of your family.
Absolutely. Yeah. Theater family it's the family you choose.
Right.
And it's amazing.
And you probably would never have met them otherwise. I mean, if you're not going to theater, that's what most people. Theater people are usually at theaters and they do theater things.
Truth.
Reason to be in that situation. So, with me, I'm blessed that I have a 9 to 5 job pretty much early. I can go in and get out by 3, so it gives me time to get ready to go there, either make dinner for the family before I go and rehearse, or go do other things that I am doing in the background, that kind of thing, or in the crew. So that I'm blessed with that. And the weekends, like I don't know how it is not to have to work on the weekends. I haven't had to do that for about 15 years, but I know it's not fun because that's when most of the things happen, especially with shows. It's really hard to budget your time around or a 7:30 show. that's when people want you to work. So
And when you're doing filming, you're filming at like midnight
yeah,
sometimes with your current show.
something I film as well. So we'll film 12-hour days sometimes in 2 different locations, and that's kind of tiring. And the weather and the elements and everything that's going on, it tends to be a little bit of a chore. But like I said, if you like doing what you're doing, you're not gonna think of it as being a job or a burden. As much as this past 2 weeks ago when we were filming, it was a very it was a challenge for me because of the weather was really bad. It was 50 something, maybe 40 something degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it was cold as all get out over there. We're out in the middle of nowhere, big open field, and so there was nothing to block the winds over. We were just cold. Having to do that for about 3 or 4 hours. It's not fun, but I think we got the reward on the other side for me is what we get in the film and what we get on video. That reward, that the way that looks on film, and you look. I know I just suffered for that. It was really dying at that time, but it's worth it because it looks cool.
Yeah.
And it looked really nice. So we're at that point, and hopefully, and like I said, at that point we're done filming for that. So we should be good till next year sometime when it comes out in October, hopefully. 2026. And hopefully, and then that time I want to do some other stuff. I want to act again on stage. I'm missing the adrenaline, and then I promised my wife I would stay off the stage till January. So I'm gonna hold true to that. So 2 more weeks and
I can't wait to hear we know the next show at Aurora is the Come From Away,
right.
Yeah.
but they haven't announced the next one yet. So we don't know what auditions are happening in January.
But they'll be coming probably the beginning first week of January, I believe. Maybe for the second week because they start their run on the 16th.
Oh, yeah. So that should be about when that happens. Yeah. And then Harbor is doing Wimpy Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So their auditions for what's the next show after that?
I don't think it's been announced.
It isn't out. They've announced their entire season.
I'm understanding that it might have changed it, but we don't know for sure.
Okay.
What was announced was the producers. That was on their lineup of the whole year. We are hearing other things, but I don't want to say that it's changed because
Right. There's no official.
on
Yeah.
their website they still have it, so we're gonna not say that they're changing it yet. But so that's still the next play for them, and then they go on throughout the rest of their season. So and they have a lot of good shows coming up for them as well. That's gonna be really good. Border Ranches, I have not heard anything what's coming up next year for them.
Yeah. I haven't.
He knows,
Yeah.
give us a little shout out.
I do have a show that I want to try to persuade one of our local theaters to do. It's a straight play. It's zero royalties. It's a free show to produce. I've done it before in Tulsa and I loved it. So if any theaters out there listening want to potentially let me put this show on, let me know.
She will drive all around
I will
50-mile radius.
Well, you know what? I've realized that for me to get from my house to Harbor,
Yeah.
and the amount of time it takes for me to get there and have to take the highway to go downtown, and the drive that it takes for me to just go across the street to the island and get to the Port Aransas Playhouse. What's the official name of it?
Packed.
Packed. Thank you.
Aransas.
Sorry, guys. Remember, I'm new here. So Packed. It's the same time for me, driving wise.
Yeah.
And I like the drive to Port Aransas better than I do to downtown. I hate I hate our highway.
Drive.
Yeah, it's a beautiful drive. So, I mean, anybody listening out there, hit me up.
You do make it sound like it's across the street. It is not across the street.
It's not across the street, but the bridge is right there up the road from my house to get over to the island. Okay, it's a 25-minute drive either way I go.
It's like my brother when he was in San Antonio. It's just down the street. But down the street is like 2 miles, 3 miles. It's just right there. No, it's not.
It's a 10-minute drive to the beach, and then you just need to go a little bit further to Port Aransas. It's not that big a deal.
No, it's a nice drive.
It is a beautiful drive.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to put on a play and save on your
Yes.
licensing,
Yeah, there's no licensing fees because it's royalty free. It's the royalties. Yes. Images here. Dear Brutus. Thank you. That's the name of it.
Brutus.
Dear Brutus. It's a J.M. Barrie's show. The script is available for free online to read. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking show. It's about this weird, interesting gentleman who invites all of these strangers to his house.
That would be an interesting show
It's
to put on and see.
absolutely amazing. And the photos, I'll show you guys the photos here in a little bit of the show. That it is absolutely phenomenal. And then the married couple, there's a guy who was always wanted to be a father. He's always wanted to be a dad. And he gets to experience being a dad in this alternative world.
I love that.
It's just so heart touching and such a great show. Anyway, it's royalty free, and I'm looking to want to direct it. So, again, anybody out there, hit me up. I'll be your director for it.
Jessica volunteers as tribute.
I guarantee it's tribute. Anyway, sorry. Back to our topic. We got off track there.
Just a little bit. The bottom line is working and fitting in theater and things, or anything that you love for that matter, is going to be a challenge if you don't really like what you're doing. If you really don't like to be in a theater, you just want to be there because your friends are there, or you either might have liked it one time and maybe don't like it anymore. I would try to find that love for it because you had before. But I would notice that it makes it worthwhile if I have to sacrifice a little time or a little bit of sleep to go do something at the theater, because I know it's going to benefit me. I'm going to learn something new. That's another thing. I'm always learning. I'm always open to being taught something. If somebody wants to teach me just a little trick or a tip of how to do something, I'm more than happy to listen. So you get that.
Absolutely.
You get that when you hang
Yeah.
around the theater. A lot of people that are there, especially going when they're rehearsing and trying to learn a new play. Right now, I'm filming some stuff for. I come from away, some behind the scenes things, and I'm getting to pick a lot of Lori Hoffmeyer's ear and some of the actors' ears, and so just to get ideas that maybe I wasn't thinking about. And so it's one of those things. I really enjoy being around it, and it's relatively new to me taking it on. I was a theater kid when I was younger, but now, as life went on, I had a kid, family, and all that stuff, came back to it. I really do enjoy it, and like I said, it doesn't matter that I have to sacrifice a little time, sleep. I'm okay with that because the end result is
Lots of sleep sacrificing.
yes, yeah, but that's part of it.
It is, and it's worth it.
I think it
It's
is.
very worth it.
So now we're going to go on to the interview with Mariah Treadwell.
Welcome back to Act. We're on episode 9. I'm here with Mario, Jessica, and our very special guest for this episode, Mariah Treadwell. Hi, Mariah.
Why, hello there.
Snaps.
Snaps all around.
So, how you doing?
I'm doing really good.
We're here right now at Aurora Theater, and if you hear a lot of noise behind us,
It is Tech Week.
It's Tech Week.
We
It
we were
sure
here
is.
last time we did Tech Week.
It is, and
Or
for
they
some
did.
reason, yeah, and it was for Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
So this time we're telling around it was for Elf, and Mariah is assistant director of Elf this year,
Whoop, whoop.
and
More snaps.
they're getting ready to
Snaps.
try to get the stage going, trying to get the people in costumes, and it's so you hear a lot of background noise. That's what you hear, but that's the theater, and we love it, so we're okay with that. So anyway, Mariah, we're gonna talk to you. Just pick your brain to see what theater life is like here in South Texas. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, man, how do I start? I'm so nervous.
Let's start with what got you into theater.
What got me into theater? Okay, so in high school, I was in the girls' choir, and I actually met a few people who were a part of Harbor Playhouse. And my sophomore year, I then auditioned for Beauty and the Beast. That was exciting. Did not get in, but I was able to be a part of the tech crew, and that was actually really fun.
Hmm.
And because of that, I also dragged my brother into it when we did In the Heights the first time. And yeah, story just history from there. I've been into theater ever since then.
Can you tell us a little bit about all the different types of roles you take in the theater world?
Well, man, I really did start from the bottom, didn't I? I started out as a tier 1 with the tech, and then was able to wiggle my way into performing a little bit. After that, I then got asked over here to be a stage manager for when we did Noises Off. That one was very exciting, and I had never been around a straight play before that. And then started stage managing more for other great directors, Peter Lopez, Lori Guajardo, and oh man, it's been fun. Now I'm an assistant director. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's really good. So a little bit what you do now. You're doing Elf. So now you're assisting directing with Drake Jackson, and
Sure.
so I have my questions out here, so it's going to dead air things. But anyway, so Elf is known for its romantic and comedic staging. What are some of the biggest logistical, technical, and creative challenges your crew faced during rehearsals?
There hasn't really been that many challenges. Everyone's been so well with everything. Like, of course, some are new, so just getting them out of their shells
Sure.
and seeing them come out has been really amazing to watch. And then obviously coming from Halloween into Christmas, got to get out of those spooky vibes. But
Yeah, because you came straight out of
Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror.
oh,
in
I sure
Christmas.
did. Tell you, I was totally fine putting those tap shoes down.
Which you did a phenomenal job
Yes.
in that show.
Yeah, you
Such a great job.
Thank you.
I've seen you in 2 shows now, and I loved both of them. So too cool. I can't wait to see Elf. If I can get tickets into Elf, you guys have already sold out.
Oh, we sure have. And it was such an amazing shock to all of us. Even though we are sold out, we do have a waiting list. So if anyone wants to call up the theater, I don't know the number at the top of my head, but you can find it on
We'll post it
Google.
below.
Yeah, we'll post it. Yeah.
Or on the Aurora Arts website,
Yes.
and call up the office, and they can be able to get you on a waiting list that way. Because there are some folks, if they're not able to make it, they'll release the tickets.
True. That's true.
And whatever days you're requiring, if one becomes available, we'll call you up.
Cameron.
So, can you share any anecdotes that you've had with the director, Drake Jackson, or any of your fellow cast members?
We do these little games.
Mhm.
We've done I think like once so far, but it was so much fun. It's like these little theater games. I don't know the names of them, but Drake does. And every time he says it, it makes me remember of whenever we do them during Murder on the Orient Express. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. But I mean, once you get into it, it's so much fun. It helps everyone get more on their creative sides and get to know each other a little bit more, get more comfortable with each other.
That's true. You need
good.
that. Especially if you're acting with somebody, you want to be able to at least know who they are and kind of have some kind of rapport. Jessica, sorry.
Yeah, no. One of the other questions that I had for you is what motivates you to take on such diverse roles in theater? And do you see yourself focusing more on one path in the future, maybe more directing, assistant directing, or do you plan on continuing as a multi-hyphenated artist?
I'm one that they say follow where the wind takes me. Any opportunity, I like to try and grasp on it. I might be taking a bit of a break from acting for a little bit, but I do hope to get more work done behind the scenes. Hopefully, I can be able to direct a show myself. That is a goal of mine to have, or get more practicing as an assistant director. But I am always going to have a stage manager, a special place for that in my heart.
Yes. They take a lot of work off. We're going to edit this part because I just said that way off. What I'm trying to say is stage management is extremely difficult, and to have a talented stage manager supporting you just means the whole world. That's what I meant to say.
For you, what would be a dream show, straight play, or musical to direct?
Only because I'm a sappy person, I would like to direct the first show that I stage managed, which is Noises Off. And I mean, like, I still have different, like, I have the stuff that we did before, as well as, like, things that I feel like, what if we added this, or what if we added that into it? And kind of put, I guess, my own little sparkle in there, I guess. the only part that's sparkly about me.
So, if you can give a piece of advice to a young artist interested in working both on and off stage, what would it be?
Okay. No matter what anyone were to try to say to you, follow your dream. Don't let anything, anyone's negativity say to drag you down. Because at the end of the day, you are in control of your own life. You are in control of your own dreams, and they can only happen if you think they can happen, if you believe they can happen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the funniest part from the whole rehearsal process in the tech week?
Does it have to be like from rehearsals?
It doesn't have to be from rehearsals.
We had one gathering after rehearsal one day, and all of us were just like the whole production team, we were just reminiscing about previous shows and stuff, which we do that often. And just out of nowhere, we're like, "Ah, and this used to be like this, and that used to be like that." Next thing I know, I hear my stage manager, Sabrina, "The walls were green." And you know what? That is an anecdote that we have a lot here is we'll look at each other, and the second we have some kind of reminiscing moment, we go, "The walls were green."
Just remind us a little bit about what's going on. I know we can't really, there's really no need to publicize Elf since they're sold out. But again, go through that. Let us know what we can do when people are on the wait list.
Yeah. If you are wanting to get tickets to see Elf, you can always call up the box office here at Aurora. If we are open, you can also swing by as well in person, so you can be able to put yourself on a waiting list. All they require is your name and your number, and whatever dates you're wanting in particular. If there's none in particular, and you just say, "Hey, whatever's available," we can do that for you as well.
Thank you so much for joining us in our podcast.
Thank you.
And we will be back, guys. Okay, thanks so much, Mariah, for doing that interview with us. We appreciate all your time that you've taken to do that. And we're going to end the show up. But before we end the show, we kind of want to just remind people in the area what's going on stages here locally. Right now, we have at Aurora Theater is Elf the musical, and then January the 16th, I believe, they're opening Come From Away, and that's a really good show. So you can get tickets for that. The tickets are on sale for them for that show. Elf has been sold out for a while, so if you don't have tickets by now, I'm sorry. I believe Harbor Playhouse has a Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And they are continuing their run until
I
after Christmas
No.
sometime, I believe, right around the same time that Elf is finishing, I believe. And they have tickets, I believe, available for their shows. The other surrounding places, I am not familiar with what they're having right now, but
Packed. I just looked it up. It's, Winter Wonderettes. It closes December 21st.
that's a good show. I saw that when I was at Aurora, so it's a really good show. Yeah, so those are things going on locally, guys. We will be taking a break throughout the rest of this year. It's only 2 more weeks left for the year, but come New Year, we're gonna start new things. Hopefully, we have plans to start actual video podcast.
Oh, we do need to go live for episode number 10.
We will go live somewhere.
double digits, guys. Double digits.
That is double digits.
Probably TikTok.
We'll do something. We'll figure
something.
We'll figure it out. It's gonna be live, and then we'll have it actually, so you can go back and take a look at it.
Yeah, so break legs to those in Christmas Carol and Elf,
but
the Winter Wonderettes,
coming up, yeah.
and Come From Away. By the way, why do we always tell actors to break legs?
Why?
Because every play has a cast.
We walked into that one.
We did walk into that
Oh,
one.
we should have seen
With
it
the
come.
cast on.
Yeah. Okay, well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and say bye.
Stay cool.
Guys. Bye.
All opinions and comments expressed by the hosts and guests of this podcast are solely those of the individual speakers and do not represent the views or positions of any theater or theatrical organization with which they may be affiliated.